Welcome to the video. Today we are in the first division. And now that I've got a new TV, it seems to be working a hell of a lot better than it did before. So, that's good.
So you're just leaving me here? What the hell is your problem?
So let's get to it. Let me just fix this first. This is good. I like this. It gives me a break from the division. And allows us to... Oops. Yeah, I wish I would stop doing that. Allows me to do different things here. I can go to the division and play this. Because I really missed this game anyways. I missed this game because, and I'll show you why I missed this game. One of the biggest things that I miss about this game is the abilities, and the fact that the airburst seeker mine that I could just throw out and it would just do its job. You can't seem to get that in the new version. You gotta tell it where to go. This right. Alright. This game is fun, and I missed this game, and I gotta just see what I'm running for a build. It's showing me a bunch of shit here, but I'm just gonna ignore it because okay, so we got turret damage. I'm gonna mod this, that, want. It's been a while since I've played this. Last time I tried to play this, it was laggy because it was on PS5, but I'm on PS5, and I got a brand new TV, 65-inch TV, that now, when I compacted this game, it's actually pretty smooth. It's not laggy at all. So it leads me to believe that it wasn't the system and it wasn't the game, it was the monitor I was using. Because this plays great. And if this does turn out to play great like this, you're going to see me on this game quite a bit more. Like, quite a bit more. Probably more than Division 2. Because I love this game. And I would gladly come back and play it. You might not see me in the Dark Zone in this game because this is the first game that kind of got broken by that Cronus Max shit. And people still use it in the Dark Zone. I've already encountered it, so trust me, it's not gone. Unfortunately. Now, where's my supply drop? It's been a while here. there it is. So it's right there. So we'll go here. We'll go there. Collect that supply drop. Alright, who's the dickhead? So I just started this stream and some fuckface just came in my fucking stream and gave me a thumbs down. This is what I'm talking about. If you're still watching and you're the one that did that, you're a douchebag. And you need a punch in the throat. I'm so tired of that shit. So fucking done with that shit. But here, let me, if you're watching, let me just fucking tell you right to your face. It doesn't matter how many times you do this, I'm still gonna fucking stream and I'm still gonna keep doing what I do. So, you might as well stop doing this because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just gonna go up, not down. Hey, good chatting with you. But if I do find out who you are, don't expect to get in my stream again because I'm banning your ass. That is ridiculous, dude. I just started this stream and you're gonna do that? That is just a dickhead right there. I show no mercy to motherfuckers like that. If your goal is to come into the stream and just be a dink, then don't even bother coming in. Because that, my friend, is retardedness at its finest. Ridiculous to say the least. You want me to be quite bluntly honest about this game? This game is better than the Division 2. It still is better than Division 2. You know why? Because of the way it's built. And the atmosphere. I'm sorry, New York City with snow is way better than DC with fucking summertime. Not just that, but the weapons themselves. I can use shit that actually works. I have no mercy for people to do that shit.
Supply drop secured. Supply drop sites are clear.
I think it's absolutely craziness that shit happens. This is what I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure that when I put videos out, when I was putting build videos out before, I'd get that one person that would do this right away. I guarantee you, it's the same motherfucker doing it. I guarantee you, because I learned something about this, like streaming on YouTube, and I learned something that if a person watches one of your videos and then it recommends more, and he watches another one, it doesn't matter if he does this or not, it'll keep showing him my videos. He doesn't have to subscribe to keep getting into my videos. He can just sit there and keep doing it. I didn't know that until recently. Probably thumbs down to it because it's probably the same person doing it to all my videos. I could have a perfect video, I could have perfect lighting, I could have perfect everything, and this seems to still happen. The one person keeps coming back and doing that shit. I think there should be a pattern that happens. And what should happen is YouTube should say, okay, this guy keeps doing the same thing. Let's find out why. If he's just doing it because he's doing it, then we're going to ban his ass off the platform. But then I learned about another important metric that doesn't matter. And that's the thumbs down metric. It doesn't matter if you get a thumbs down. They don't look at that. They don't give a shit about it. That's not a thing that they care about, actually. They don't care about that whatsoever. Hold on a second. I'll tell you though, that drives me nuts when dumbasses do that shit. I don't know if they think they're funny or something, but... Give me a second. I just find it kind of fucking funny, that's all. I hadn't even had my stream up like 5 minutes. And all this stuff, because I always go into my thing so that I can respond to people. So I'm always watching my stream. And I see this thumbs down. First person that comes in. I haven't even done anything yet. I just started the stream. And I got a thumbs down already. And I'm like, fuck did I do wrong? Retard. That's this craziness. Okay, let's go see the... Let me go here for a minute. You're going to see a difference. When I get into the Dark Zone room, you're going to notice that I don't have to load. Like in the Division 2, I have to load. And I don't have to do that in this. See? There's no loading. I can literally go out that door and just go. There's no loading. Problem is, when I walk out this door, there's a good chance that I'm going to encounter somebody that's using Cronus Max. So, I need just see if I can put my things on loadouts. Might have to actually manually put this on. Whoops. And this is what I miss about this game. And I'm going to show you right now why I miss this game. So, we have the usual, Division 2 thing, right? You got your 4-piece bonus, that's great. We got your 4-piece bonus. But then, in the Division 1, they had a 5-piece and a 6-piece bonus. Now, from here to the Division 2, that went missing. Why? Because I actually liked it, because you would get an improved version on your 6-piece. You get an improved version of that gear set, which would give you some more stuff. Predator's Mark, for example, was nasty when you got your 6-piece. They just made them worth putting on. Now, when I played this before, I used to wear Firecrest, because unlike the Division 2, the hazard protection in this one is there, but it's very much lower than what it is in the Division 2, so it makes these builds viable. And that's the part that I liked about this one. Just gotta remember the pieces that I had on this. Alright, so now I gotta switch my abilities, and I'm going to switch to my fire turret. Now I got the Seeker Mine, I can throw it. Hello, I can throw it. In Division 2, I gotta put it down and let it, and send it somewhere. I can throw it in this one, and it can do whatever. I can just throw it and forget it. Go on to the next target, while it's going to seek with the other target that I wanted to go after. Fire turret, same thing. Now I need to put on the MDR, which I'm going to do right here. This gun is very useful because it allows me to do more damage when they're on fire. Kind of like the Pyromaniac. But the difference between this one and the Pyromaniac is this one can, it doesn't matter what status effect is on them, I can make do more damage.
Transmission is jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning, entering time zone. Warning, you are now entering the contaminated area.
I already got the box.
Leaving contaminated area.
I'm sorry, but the atmosphere in the Division 1 is so much better than the Division 2. And this was laggy on my other monitor. It was laggy, so I never played it. I was like, oh, this sucks. I'm on PS5 and it's lagging. And then I got this new TV, and it's smooth as hell. There's no more lag. So it definitely was the monitor that I was using. Always always watch back, as I always used to do in the Division 1, because people would sneak up behind you and go rogue and shoot you in the back. Well, the good thing about running 6 pieces of Firecrest is the range that I get on that fire turret. It really jacks up the range and damage. Now, this used to be a really hot zone over here that I'm going to because there's a checkpoint right here. And this is where most of the people would go rogue. And they probably might still be. Now I'm trying to remember if the explosive seeker mine, I can't remember if the explosive seeker mine in this used to cause bleed as well. I'm pretty sure it did.
Exiting the dark zone.
Let me just take a look.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
I'm pretty sure it does. And like the Division... See, this is what I liked about the Division 1. This is exactly what I liked. The difference between skill builds on this and the other one is this one, the more skill power I have, the greater things get increased. Like my range gets increased, my health on my skills, the damage it does, the radius, and all that crap.
Over here.
The Division 2, they went like a totally different way. I don't know what they were thinking, but... Resistance. Oh, that's right, I know what that is. Okay. Think... I'm trying to remember... It's been a while. This DZ though, this is the Dark Zone. Like, it's huge. That's massive. Compared to the Division 1. It doesn't look big on the map, but it actually is. There's DZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 parts to that DZ. If you added all 3 of the other ones together, they'd probably be about the same size, but what I was talking about and referring to is every time you go up a level in the DZs in this, the NPCs get stronger and stronger and stronger. Obviously, if you have a good build, it doesn't matter because you'll just wreck them anyways, but... And there's Manhunts sitting there that are probably fucking running Cronus Max anyways. That's why I don't really typically go into DZ when I come back to play this. Because it was a problem before, and it's probably still going. But if I remember this correctly, they did a lot of shit to this game. For example, Skirmish, or whatever you want to call it, conflict in this one is a bit more cheesier.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
However, the this game, I just want to show you something. I don't know if it will do it, but we'll show you the difference between the stories. The story in this one is so much better than the story in the second one. I mean, they tried to make it good, but I think it's just the atmosphere of the snow that set the tone for this game that everybody misses in the second one because it's summertime. And let's be honest, it's boring. It's fun, but boring. Now, I want to see... I've got a couple of characters, okay. I've got 4 characters. I'm going to delete this one. How do I delete this? The thing with this game is I don't need to have a save file. It automatically saves it online. Okay, what's going on here? I just deleted a character. Let's go. I don't know if it goes through the story though. Maybe I can go through my main character and show you. Let me see. Nope. That'd be...
Samples of the original green poison pathogen, the ones we recovered off the currency used as a primary transmission vector, let us take a closer look at the virus's basic genome. What I found was clear evidence the bug had been manufactured. There's genetic material there from a half-dozen other pathogens, bolted onto smallpox to make a more efficient killing machine.
Wow.
One of the things that makes a virus lethal is adaptation. Rapid mutation makes it harder for antibodies to identify and drugs to kill. What we're seeing in the samples you pulled from the population at the train yard is the degree of genetic drift green poison is already experiencing, and it's significant, which means it'll be that much harder to find a vaccine. What you're looking at is the smallpox virus. It normally takes 1 to 2 weeks for it to incubate in a host, and it's not contagious while it's doing so. Looking at Amherst's notes, it's clear he wanted to change that, to make green poison infectious while it developed, and to speed up that incubation process to make it spread faster. In English, it's more contagious and it reproduces faster. And that's bad.
Oops.
We've got confirmation that green poison wasn't bred. It was coded. Specifically, he picked up on his buddy Chernenko's research about modifying virus genomes in a virtual space, kicked it up a few notches, and fed the result into an industrial protein replicator. What came out the other end was a working virus, one he could keep tweaking to achieve maximum effect, by which I mean dead people.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change. Sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I came up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly's one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea had been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a one lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest, helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.
See you in hell. That's not very nice.
You are now entering the safe area.
Oh.
Warning, you are exiting the safe area.
Oh shit. I forgot those little explosives that they planted around the city. Well, apparently so did she. She's dead.
Get your hands up where I can see 'em.
I'm on fire. But I am fire, so... So...
Warning. Incoming hostiles detected.
Right here. Oh, big guy. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? You guys doing? Whoa! Bitch. Forgot these motherfuckers like to rush. There's another one over there. I can see him. Not worried, he's gonna die. Motherfucker trying to burn me.
Now detecting hostiles.
Oh, I forgot there's three waves. That's the way the secret mine should be, is it shouldn't miss that very much. The good old days of the secret mine that actually went and did its job. The airburst one, that is.
Hostiles have been detected.
Okay, wave 3 of 3. What the fuck are you? Oh my god, fuck off. Oh my god, I'm gonna go down. Fucking cunt with your fire. I should be immune to that shit. There, I'll go to Camp Clinton. I don't know why I fucking died from fire. I shouldn't have died from fire. I am fire.
Come take a look.
Oh yeah, that's where conflict is anyway. It's in here. I think it's called Skirmish in this though. Let me see. No, where is it? I think it's down here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I probably missed it. It's on the wall somewhere. I gotta look at the wall. Resistance, leaderboards. Nope. Optimization. Where the fuck are you? Yeah, here it is. Right here. Problem with this is my build isn't going to work in that. Because, like I said, like Conflict in Division 2, that mode is, again, it's like really weird. You can try it, but unlike the Division 1, or 2, sorry, they can't see what you're, there's Last Stand, and then there's Skirmish. And it's 4-on-4. Same thing as the other one. As you can see, I haven't played much of this. I don't know, I was just not a fan of this. Simply because, again, like the Division 2, this one caters to meta builds. Mostly DPS meta builds, though, not skill ones. Watch what happens when I use a skill build. Like when I'm using my fire build here. Believe it or not, I still like this game. Considering this game is 5 years old now. It's hard to find games. Now, if I jumped into Division 2, I could definitely find a game, I'm sure of it. There were just so much things that were better about this game than the first one. And I would say the most thing that that I would say the most is the fact that you would wear 6 pieces of gear, and you would get 6 piece bonus, 5 piece bonus, 4 piece bonus, 3 piece bonus, 2 piece bonus. So if we're wearing 2 pieces, I get plus 3 incendiary grenade. Oh, that's the other thing too. Because this is called Fire Crest, like Firewall, I get incendiary grenades. So that's why I was really confused when I played the other one and I got Firewall thinking I was going to get fire grenades, and it was just like cluster ones. What is that? The other thing here is the 3-piece bonus gives me flame turret range and damage. 4-piece gives my weapon damage is increased by 15% against burning targets. 5-piece bonus, I get another incendiary grenade to my capacity. And I get 5% flame turret range added some more. And then another 20% flame turret damage. And then 6-piece gives me an improved version of this gear set. And it says bullets have a 2% chance to cause an enemy to burn. Burning targets can cause a fury explosion when killed once every 10 seconds. If a target decides to rush me and it blows up, it will not affect me. NPC set on fire by my flame turret will burn 25% longer for every 2,000 electronics. Okay, 10,000. Will you fucking move? So basically they're going to burn 100% longer than normal. And that's what I miss about this game, is all of that. The fact that you can do shit like that, have a 6-piece and a 5-piece. I could find a game. It's possible that I could find a game, because this game is not dead. People still play this game on PS4. This game is far from dead. That's probably where most of the people go when they're not playing Division 2 or have left, and they've come back to this one to play instead. Because this game is better. I'm sorry. They should have taken notes of this game when they made it, and I don't know why they changed their ideas. I mean, it's good to change ideas. I'm not saying it's bad. But if you have a system in place for those green pieces of gear, and you re-implement that shit into the second part of the game, like the part 2, then keep it the way it was before. Keep it so that there's a 5-piece bonus and a 6-piece bonus. It makes gear sets more viable to wear. This one did that. So that's why I like this game, because the 6-piece bonus would be an improved version of that gear set. Could you imagine if there was a 6-piece bonus for True Patriot in the Division 2, an improved version of it? You'd have to try to figure out what that improved version would be all about. But if you look at this, there's certain things that you do, like the Predator's Mark, for example. If you have 6 pieces of that on, and somebody's running like a hazard protection build type thing, it will ignore their hazard protection when you're running 6 pieces of Predator Mark. That's one of the perks of using it, is it ignores that shit. Nothing, it gets by it. And that's what they should have brought into the Division 2, is if you're going to run like a status effect build, for example, they should have had it so that I can get around your hazard protection if I'm running 6 pieces of that gear. Right? Because I'm sacrificing a lot, and you got to think about this on both sides of the fence, because some people are immediately going to go, no. Yes, because I'm sacrificing armor and a lot of other things just to have those 6 pieces of gear. mind you, if I hit you with that fire, you're dead. Or explosions or whatnot. I'm using Fire Crest, so obviously it's going to be more deadlier when I use fire. The Urban MDR, which did make it into the Division 2, is absolutely useless. It's nothing like it was in this one. This one was actually... it was viable. This is bullshit. I'm not going to find anything. Now, my ship's not unlocked, but I want to show you something. This is one of the other things that I liked about this one. So I'm using this. 1, 2... This gun has 3 talents on it. 2 of which are activated. So when I use a skill, for 15 seconds I get weapon damage increased by 10%. Now, and my other talent is called Distracted. Your damage is increased by 18% against targets with status effects. Not just one effect, but every status effect. It doesn't matter if they're shocked, they're blinded, doesn't matter. I do more damage. I'm not going to find a PvP match, so it doesn't matter. The only way I'm going to find that is if I go to the Dark Zone. But yeah, and then you got your specials. Like when you pulse somebody, for example, this is what I miss. So when people were running pulse builds in this one, just a quick little show here, in case you never played it, but you probably, or it brings back memories or whatnot. So in pulse, in this one, most people would use this one and it would give them critical hit chance and critical hit damage depending on what your thing was. If I was a skill build and I pulsed, it would give my whole team 41% crit hit chance and damage. Now, here's the best part that I like. This one, this pulse is called the Scrambler, this mod. And it protects everybody on the team from enemy pulses. So if they ran that pulse, for example, I could counter it, scramble their pulse so that it doesn't affect us. But we also still get a crit hit chance and damage bonus for our team. We just stop them from being able to do it on us by using the Scrambler pulse. I missed that, and I really wish they'd bring that back. But as you can see, it was really easy to stack crit hit damage if you had a skill build on your team. Yeah, it was nasty. You could buff the shit out of your team. And the other thing that I noticed people using was this tactical link, which also gives you a damage buff, and your weapon speed goes up as well, as with like everything, range. I miss that shit. Now let's see if I can get out here and get killed by some fucking speeder. I'm sure I'm gonna.
Transmission is jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning.
Somebody's over here attacking the boss. Guarantee you that is not. Yeah. It's. I trust nobody in this game.
Attention. Leaving.
Hey, you want to see us or not?
Readings indicate this area is safe.
Where are these fuckers? They're down here. They're still sitting here as manhunts. See, the difference with this game and the Division 2 is they implemented turrets at the door. In this game, they literally can sit at this door, and yeah.
I'm seeing indications of a manhunt in your vicinity.
Proximity coverage open. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning. You are now leaving the safe area. Contamination level below stream level.
He fucking ran away. As soon as he saw that I was running Firecrest, he ran. That's hilarious. He fucking knows why. Probably the gun that I was carrying in my hand is why he fucking ran. It's deadly. When you set somebody on fire or shock them or whatnot, and you, I don't trust that guy that was behind me. I think he was a part of that manhunt. But you see how they can set up their little shit, and that's what I used to hate about this game, was the fact that there was no way to get out of your spawn if somebody was sitting in it. See, he's setting down his fucking healing thing again, and he's setting down his turret. He's using the shock turret. One of the things that used to drive me nuts about this game is I would be a skill tier 6 guy, which they call them skill tier now, but skill power, I'd have lots of skill power. But there'd be DPS guys running a shock turret, and it would be so effective at making you not be able to move, which was stupid, considering they had no skill power at all. Or they had no skill tiers, I should say. But they could just run a shock turret and basically, good luck. I'm probably gonna get killed when I do this.
Transmission is jammed. Proximity coverage open. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning. Entering countdown.
This guy's fucking running like a pussy. That's one of the things that used to drive me nuts about this fucking game, is then someone would go manhunt and they'd run like a bitch. And he'd be chasing and chasing and chasing. And it was just ridiculous. Yeah, they're just running.
Exit on zone.
Where are they running to? Now they're all the way to fuck over here now.
You are now entering a safe area.
They're all the way up here now. I'm not chasing these assholes.
Hey, you're gonna need this.
Goddamn pussies. Firecrest is actually quite nasty in this game if you have it built right, and I have mine built to the fact that you're dead. It doesn't matter how much hazard protection you have.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
I built this guy for pure kill. Death. And that's what really pisses me off in the Division 2 is the amount of fucking hazard protection that you get. There should never be that much. I don't know who had the bright idea of raising that amount up in the second game, but they need a slap in the lips for that, because in this game, they have it. They have hazard protection type thing, but it's not nearly as high as it is in the Division 2, which makes skill builds and status effect builds viable. Now, they did severely nerf fire in Conflict, because people were whining that you could one-shot somebody with it. But, I mean, it's no different than a sniper hitting you once and killing you, or a DPS build dropping you in a couple rounds. Like, I think that's how it should be, to be honest. If I'm fully geared towards skills, then I should be able to kill people, just like DPS builds do. I don't see the problem. But there's people out there that were whining about the fucking skills. Boo-hoo-hoo, I got murdered by a skill build. Like, that's embarrassing enough. It kind of is embarrassing, actually, if you're getting killed by a skill build, but whatever. It should be that way. That's how it should be. Yeah, gear optimization. Every time I come into this fucking game, it does that shit. Like, I know what's going on, guys. Next global event to be announced. Well, there won't be any more, so we're not worried about that. We got Alpha Ridge. There's Nomad. I remember that. I think it's over here as well. It's probably going to be the same people again, because it doesn't matter which part of the map I do it on, it's going to be the same result. Last stand. Oh yes, that's right. I remember this. Last stand is a objective-based thing. It's PvP, but it's bigger teams. It was an 8-on-8 team-based thing. I also didn't play this shit back when I played this. You're probably not going to find a match anyways, so. You get your recalibration, optimization stations, crafting stations, underground. Considering it's 5 years old, I'd say the graphics on this game are still pretty decent. Yeah, I know all about it.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
I can't remember what my underground rank is, to be honest. Yeah, I miss this game. And see, I wasn't playing this at first because I was on a different monitor. I had a it was a 4K monitor, but it was pretty shitty. This game lagged like a bitch because I'm on PS5. And then I got this my TV finally came in that I ordered like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, sorry, and my Samsung 65. And this game is smooth as hell. It's not laggy anymore, so it must have been my monitor. Which is weird because the monitor I was using was 4K, so, and it was a 1 ms monitor, so it was super quick. But yeah, this big TV seems to do a better job. It's not lagging, like it's nice and smooth. It's just like the Division 2, like it's nice and smooth. But when I played on my monitor, this was unplayable. When I tried to shoot my gun, I'd be like, oh my god, there's lag. Like it's all glitchy and shit. Well, my favorite build, though, is definitely Firecrest. I was not impressed when I played the Division 2 and they decided to play around with my Airburst Seeker Mine, and they also decided to play around with my Fire Turret, which is now garbage on the Division 2, because it's a cone-based thing now, and it doesn't do anywhere near the damage it does in this one. But what I miss more than anything, like I was showing a minute ago, is this. 6-piece bonuses on gear sets. There's the 4-piece there, 5, 6. You don't see that in Division 2. There is no 6-piece bonuses. There's only 4-piece bonuses. That's it. Why they got rid of that, I don't know why, because if they're reintroducing green gear again, they should have kept that system in place. They could have tweaked it or did something or changed it, but they should have kept those 5 and 6-piece bonuses. That way, if you got a green gear set and you have 6 pieces that go to the gear set, then why is there not bonuses for the other 2 pieces? Like, that's what I don't get. If you're going to dish out 6 pieces I can collect of that gear set in the Division 2, then I most certainly should be able to do that. What is this? Excuse me? Oh, whatever. Okay. Anyways. This game is it's 5 years old, but I mean, this is what got this series going, and I don't know who really worked on this. There's a lot of studios involved in the first game. But when they...
Incoming train. Medical personnel, please stand by.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I use a 6-piece. Simply because you can see my electronics are over 10 grand. So, my 6-piece bonus really stands out because it likes your electronics when they're every 2,000 electronics. I don't know if this system was good, and the reason why I like this system was because I don't have very much firearms, I don't have very much stamina, but I have lots of electronics, and that's what I'm saying. I had to sacrifice to get this strong to do that. So, but what I liked about this is if I have 10,000 electronics and let's say you had 2,000 electronics, you would see the difference in damage between me and you. If I hit you with mine, you'd fucking know it. If you hit me with yours, well, I'd be kind of laughing at you because it wouldn't hurt me that much. Now they got rid of that, the way that works in the Division 2. I don't know why. I was in the I was in Conflict last night. Was it last night? And I played a match in the Division 2, and this guy was a full DPS build. He had no skills, no skill tier. He was running, obviously to use the mortar turret you have to be demolitionist, so that's not a skill tier. So he had no skill tiers, and he was killing people with the mortar turret like he was a skill tier 6. Now that's where they got it wrong. In this game, that shit wouldn't fly. If you don't have skill power and you put a skill on and try to kill me with it, I'm gonna laugh at you because you're not gonna do shit to me. Because I have so much electronics, I'm gonna laugh at you and go, huh? Is that it? It's gonna do like 1 damage. That's how it should be. But for some reason, in the Division 2, they can do like just as much damage as my skill tier 6 with a mortar turret without having any skill tiers at all. So whoever did that part of the game definitely didn't do their homework on this one. And it's unfortunate too. The Division 2 has so much potential, like they could just turn that game right around if they wanted to, but I don't think at this point they really give a shit. What's that? Okay, so the Division Heartland is basically going to be survival. Survival 2.0. And if that is the case, then I'm probably not going to be very into it. Because I really wasn't a fan of survival. I didn't like it. I just thought it was a cool idea, but stupid on the other hand. Because you would work your ass off, get through the survival, and then get cheesed at the end by a fucking player. Like, no. Stupid. It was like a PvE, PvP type thing. And it was a cool idea, like I said, but it would have been better if you didn't have to do that kind of stupid shit. Like, you're freezing, you gotta get to the fire and get warm, and this is stupid. Look at how I'm dressed. Do I look like I need to be near a fire? Nope. I'm pretty sure I'd be warm enough. That's why they have Arctic gear, so you don't have to worry about freezing your ass off. Anyways. Give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. So, I can't remember how I see that again. I think I can't. True 4, that's right, okay.
Hey, anything you're looking for?
Oh, that's right, they have all these weapons. Oh, hold on. Deadeye. Deadeye was basically like aces and eights, sort of. I think I might have some. Let me see if I have a piece of Deadeye. I might not. I might not have Deadeye. Now, this one was called Lone Star. And what this reminds me of is it reminds me of True Patriot. But not quite.
Hey, anything you're looking for?
Exotic damage resilience. Exotic damage resilience. So I'm trying to let me see if I can go into my character.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
Okay, so
Best gear for the streets right here.
Okay, so I think it's called... Oh my god, was it called Exotic Damage Resilience? I don't remember. Anyways. Long story short, it's fun, but I gotta go for a minute. I'll be back.